These are the best cushion setups of 2023. What's up guys, Vinny here with Sneaker Tweaker and welcome back to another video. As mentioned before, these are the best cushion setups in basketball shoes, in my opinion, in the year 2023. At number 5, we have the Jordan 38. And that shoe is no longer with me because the outsole sucks ass and it was starting to rip off. So that's besides the point. The cushion setup on the Jordan 38 was actually one of my favorite cushion setups of 2023, and for 3 reasons, and that's 3 layers of a midsole. First, you have the Zoom Strobel unit that's on top, then you have the injected Phylon midsole right below that, and then below that you have a Cushlon 3.0 foam. So that being said, with those 3 layers of cushion, that thing was absolutely amazing and comfortable when it came to the cushion setup. The Cushlon 3.0 was ridiculously soft. The injected Phylon is nice and bouncy. You get more of a responsive feel from that. And then you have the full-length Zoom Strobel, and you guys know how I feel about Zoom. Zoom is the best cushion setup in my opinion. And with that Zoom Strobel, you get a nice bouncy feel from that cushion, but you also do get a decent amount of core feel within that shoe. So definitely one of my favorite cushion setups of 2023, and that essentially and sadly was the biggest highlight for me when it came to the Jordan 38. That traction issue pretty much killed it for most of that shoe for me, but the cushion is still a highlight. At number 4, we have the KD16. Now, the KD16 is not just, I guess, a great cushion setup for me, but overall a great shoe, one of the most solid performers of 2023, but the cushion in itself is really nice. Like previous models of the KD line, we do have a Cushlon carrier, but underneath that or within that Cushlon carrier, we have a 4-foot Zoom unit and then a heel air unit. Now, with this cushion setup, I originally thought, I wasn't going to like it because I was so used to the Zoom Strobel, full-length Zoom Strobel within the KD line for the last 3-4 models, and those were extremely comfortable, extremely bouncy. And when they announced that they were going to get rid of the full-length Zoom Strobel, I thought it wasn't going to be as great, but was I wrong? And I'm happy that I was. This thing is mad comfortable. You do get great core feel, but you also get great impact protection and a nice responsive cushion and nice and bouncy. So the KD16 is no slouch when it comes to cushion, and you do get great impact protection, and this is number 4 on my best cushions of 2023. At number 3, we have the Way of Wade All City 11 V2. Now, the V2 version is, in my opinion, and I guess a lot of other people's opinion, a bouncier version of the regular All City 11. And I absolutely love this cushion setup. It's one of my favorite cushion setups of 2023. Boom, it literally is probably my favorite foam setup that you can get in the market right now. Now, you do have, like I said, Zoom. Zoom is an air setup and nothing beats Zoom for me, but Boom is the next best thing. If it ain't Zoom, it better be Boom. That's what I always say. But the Boom cushioning is absolutely amazing. Not only is it nice and plush, but it is also bouncy. And on top of that, you do get court feel, or a good amount of court feel out of it as well. Now, I have heard some people say that they don't get enough court feel. That wasn't the issue for me. I got the court feel, but I also got great impact protection, and Way of Wade has been killing it with their cushion and that Boom midsole. And I hope they continue to implement that and gets better and better and better. This is one of my favorite cushion setups of 2023, and it's at number 3, so there are 2 other ones that I think are better. At number 2, we have the LeBron 21 and the LeBron Next Gens. Now, I pretty much, I guess, lump these 2 together because both of these almost have the same cushion setup. So you have a 4-foot Zoom Turbo unit, and then you have a large volume heel Zoom unit. Now, the LeBron Next Gens have a Phylon midsole carrier, whereas the LeBron 21s have a Cushlon midsole carrier. The LeBron 21s, however, are a more firmer Cushlon setup than the LeBron 20s were. So that's why I wasn't going to bump these and put that ahead of the Next Gens. The 20s were more plush. There was a lot more compression, whereas the 21s, they're more responsive. As far as a cushion setup, they're pretty similar. They're both nice and bouncy. Zoom, you guys know Zoom is my favorite cushion setup, and these implement it really well. Now, it isn't overkill like previous LeBron models, and I gotta say they do have a lot of models that did it well, but there's a lot of models that even I myself, and I love cushion, I felt like it was too much and I was riding too high off the ground. I do need at least a little bit of court feel for my basketball shoes, and these provide a really nice balance between cushion and court feel. So these are my number 2 pick, and I absolutely love it. These are some of my favorite shoes of the year overall. Now, before I get to number 1, I do have an honorable mention, and that is going to be the Adidas Harden Volume 7. Now, the Harden Volume 7 is a mixture of Light Strike, which is the more of the midfoot and forefoot portion, and then you have Boost in the heel. Now, Boost is, I would say, probably my 3rd favorite, or I guess my 2nd favorite foam. It's an ETPU cushion setup, and that's going to be, like I said, my 2nd favorite foam setup. That being said, the Harden Volume 7 did kind of step away from the 6, which was a full-length Boost setup. Now, the Harden line has been kind of all over the place when it comes to its cushion setup, especially after the 3. Between the 1 and the 3, they did always implement full-length Boost, and after that they had a drop in. They had the 5, which was complete ass, and then they had the 6, which they re-implemented full-length Boost, and that was super nice. And then you have the 7, and the 7 is extremely comfortable. You do get great impact protection, and I'm glad to see the Harden line within that Adidas brand making a comeback. It's a solid performer, and the cushion is a highlight for me. So as an honorable mention, it is the Adidas Harden Volume 7, and you guys cannot go wrong with Boost. And Light Strike is a nice and responsive cushion setup, and you do get a good amount of court feel. Now, number 1, if you guys have been paying attention to my videos this year, is going to be the Nike Zoom GT Jump 2. This is, some people think it's a downgrade from the 1, and I would say whenever I first found out the tech specs, I thought it would be a downgrade as well. However, after playing in it, definitely not a downgrade. I honestly think at this point it's an upgrade. So instead of having a double layered zoom setup in the heel and the forefoot, which you had a full-length zoom strobel in the GT Jump ones, and then you had a large volume heel zoom unit, and then you had forefoot zoom as well. So it was double stacked in the heel and the forefoot. In the 2s, you have unlocked zoom pods in the forefoot, but in the heel, you have a React setup. That being said, the React in the heel is nice and thick, and you do get a good amount of compression. On top of that cushion setup, you do also have a full-length zoom strobel unit, so you still have a double stacked zoom setup in the forefoot. And on top of that, these large zoom pods in the forefoot that are unlocked are extremely bouncy. So if you guys, not only love a great cushion setup, a nice cushion setup, these things are going to be bouncy. You're literally, especially if you put enough weight into it and spring up, I feel like you're going to jump out of the gym, because these things are absolutely amazing. And for being such a action, or I guess tech stacked cushion setup, these things aren't overkill the way it's designed. I feel like this is what the LeBron line was trying to achieve previously, whereas I don't think ever got there. The closest thing for me would have been the 16s. The 16s were one of my favorite LeBrons of all time until they got to the 20s, the 21s. Those are more fit for my playing style now, but this is I would say, perfected old style LeBron, and I absolutely love these things. Now, a lot of people also ask us where we get our basketball socks from. The answer is from Amazon. They come in a pack of 3 that costs just as much as 1 pair of Nike Elite socks. The ones we have are these 2 muted colors, which the white one and the black one, and they are quarter length. So if you guys like quarter length, they have them available in that, but they also have them in the high top version. Like I said, they come in a pack of 3 that costs just as much as the Nike Elites, and these are pretty much the same thing, but without the Nike branding. They're cushioned, they're ventilated, and they're amazing socks, and they last a long time. If you guys do want a pair, hit the link in our description down below and go grab yourselves a pack. Not a pair, grab yourselves a pack. Now, those are my favorite cushion setups of 2023, and those are the best in my opinion in 2023. If you guys have a different opinion, let us know it down below. If there are other shoes you guys would like us to highlight in the future, or that you guys want us to review, comment down below. For more content like this, please like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.